Hello yogis, and welcome to Yoga by the Bay with Erin. I'm Erin. Today we are going to do some hip openers. Our yogi wisdom is all surrounded by forgiveness. So as we're going through today's movements, through our asanas, think about forgiveness. We need to forgive ourselves and others for being perfectly imperfect. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know. Forgive yourself for a choice that you now judge as a poor one. We're humans. Let's forgive ourselves. Let's breathe through it and release. So we're going to start our practice coming into a heart opener. But before we do, I'm going to turn on the mat, and I want you to come into a simple seated position. Bring your hands behind you. Draw your shoulder blades together and bring your gaze up to that gorgeous sky. Hopefully you're outdoors. If you're indoors, wherever you're being surrounded, find the beauty in it and breathe. Maybe a nice time to tune into that Ujjayi breath. For those of you that aren't aware of it, I do have a video on how to do Ujjayi breathing on this page. So let's focus on your breath, focus on your inhales and your exhales, and do what you can to make them even. Time to get calm. Let's give this a nice breath while you open your heart. And as you exhale, come forward, bring your hands forward and bow down. Drawing as close to your mat as you can, maybe even sway side to side, keeping those thoughts of forgiveness. I love the saying, forgiveness doesn't change the past, but it certainly changes the future. Rise up very slowly, put your hands behind you and change the cross of your legs. Now this might feel funny. So let's bring those fingertips behind you, lift your heart, shoulder blades together, gaze up. Not only is this opening your heart, this does your spine a world of good. Take in this time, give this a nice deep breath. And on the exhale, here we go. Come forward with the hands and bow. Again, maybe shift side to side. Feeling what comes up. Noticing if there's a difference between one side and the other. And then very slowly, rise up. Take your legs and bring them at a mat distance. Your knees are bent, feet are at a mat distance, hands are behind you, and just windshield wiper them side to side. Just go side to side and make the time to really roll over your hip joints. So go nice and slow. You're getting a little bonus massage here. And then let's come back to center. Again, those hands are behind you. Tuck your belly button in, bend your knees. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop. So give me a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, lift those hip bones up to the sky. At the same time, draw your shoulder blades together and lift that heart up. Give me a nice deep inhale. And then gently place those hips down on the exhale. So let's swing your knees around. And we're going to make our way into a downward facing dog. So bring your hands to the mat, lift your hips to the sky, and then draw your chest down. And maybe even give your dog a little walk. Take your dog for a walk in the park. Heel toe, side to side. Take a nice deep inhale. And release. Release your way into peace. And let's inhale the right leg up, bend the right knee, stack the right hip on top of the left, scorpion pose. Nice breath in scorpion pose. Maybe take that right knee and draw circles up towards the sky, opening those hips. Those hips are where we hold our emotions. Let's do what we can to release them. One more breath. And then gently bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, dropping your left knee down. Take your right hand, place it to your right knee. Gently press the knee away from you. Very gently peel the foot away from you. Maybe bring that gaze up. You can even go a little deeper by bending the left knee, draw that foot in. Take your hand and draw the foot towards you as you bring the gaze up. Nice deep breath here. And then gently release, very gently. Just take your time, releasing back into your lizard. And then tuck your left toes under, lift the left knee off the mat. Bring the right foot back to meet your left, come into downward dog. Taking a nice deep inhale, letting it go. And then inhaling your left foot up, bend that left knee. And then lift the knee, flex the foot, start those circles. So let's circle. Bring some movement into your scorpion pose. Work those hips. Remember, caring, kind, nurturing thoughts. Give this an inhale. And then very gently, your left foot comes to the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee down. Shift your weight to your left. Bring your right hand. Shift your weight. Bring your left hand to the top of your knee and gently press the knee away from you. Peel the foot. Bring the gaze up towards the left. Again, staying here is perfectly okay. Or you can go a little deeper. Bend the knee. Clasp the foot. Draw it in. Whatever shows up for you today. Let's give this a breath. And then very slowly bring that hand back to the mat. Take a pause. Tuck your right toes under. Lift the right knee off the mat. Bring the left foot back to meet the right. Downward dog again. Take your dog for a little walk here. Give this a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, let's release. What are we holding on to that is no longer serving us? And then very gently bend into your knees and walk your hands to your toes, to the back of the mat. So let's bring your feet at a mat distance. We're going to come into Malasana. So hips come down. Very gently bring those hips down and then bring your hands to heart center. Breathing here. Give it a pause. Maybe you can hold right here or take the right hand, bring it to the mat, lift the left hand up to the sky. Just play with it. See what feels good. Maybe switch sides. Left hand down, right hand up. Breathing here. Doing whatever feels right for you. You can even welcome a little crow if you'd like, if that's in your practice. If it's not, I do have a video on my YouTube channel that refers to crow. So you want to either stay at that squat, play with a crow, just have the time for you. Find these hip openers, find some movement. Beautiful. And then place your hands on the mat and lift those heels. Bring your feet hip distance apart and walk yourself right back to that downward facing dog. And we'll set up for a yummy pigeon pose. So let's inhale your right foot up. As you exhale, let's bring the right knee towards your right wrist. And then once you're comfortable, drop the right leg down. So center yourself over that right leg. So use those hips to get yourself centered. Flex your toes to protect your knee. Give it a nice deep inhale. And then start to bow forward. So you can bow into this pigeon any amount. You can come onto your forearms. You can come on to your chest, whatever shows up for you. Taking these moments in pigeon, relaxing, remembering if it's not happening in front of you, don't let it happen inside of you. It's time to relax and release, both physically and emotionally. Give this one more yummy breath. And then gently press up. Tuck your toes under. Lift the left knee off the mat. Bring the right foot back to meet your left. And you get another side for that yummy pigeon pose. So inhale, left foot up. Exhale, left knee towards your left wrist. So we're flexing the toes of that foot and then center yourself over it. As you inhale, lift your heart. Take a breath, and on the exhale, lower down. Find your perfect pigeon on your forearms or just laying deeper into it. And move around. Don't feel like you have to get into a pose and be stuck there. Get into a pose and find what feels right for you. One more yummy inhale. And as you exhale, let's rise back up. So we're gonna come back with the foot swung around to the top of the mat as you make your way down to your back. So come on to your back. Again, super gently, releasing those hips. Hearing the church bells. Take your hands, place them on top of your knees, and start making circles with your knees. So draw your arms away from you, curl them in. So circle in one direction. You're giving yourself a little bonus massage here as you listen to the church bells in the distance. And reverse your circles. Take them in the opposite direction. Beautiful. And then bring your heels to face the sky. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, and come into happy baby. I love this pose. It reminds us every day, let our inner child out to play. Have fun with your happy baby. Maybe lengthen one leg, bend the other. You can do a wide-legged straddle, all kinds of choices here. Just play. Be childlike. And when you're done playing, let's drop your feet down to the mat. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Have your knees go out to either side. And place a hand on your heart, one on your belly. Let's bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel how important our breath is, how grateful we are to have it. Allow that gratitude to fill your heart. Allow it to replace the negative feelings that you're holding inside. Allow yourself to forgive. Allow yourself to choose to be happy. And then very gently extend your legs out. Extend your arms out. Come into that final resting pose of Shavasana. And just be. Remembering you're the author of your story. Your feelings are based on your experiences. You can choose to find the beauty, to find the lessons in everything life gives you. Bringing your palms to your forehead, join me. May you have peace in your thoughts. Lowering your palms to your lips. May you have peace in your words. Pressing your palms to your heart. May we all learn to filter our thoughts and our words through our hearts. The light in me honors, cherishes, and recognizes the light that exists in each and every one of you beautiful yogis. Namaste.